Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to make this random color text that I call it, that you see on the screen right now. We'll go ahead and start on the edit page. As usual, go to the media pool, right click, new fusion comp. You can name it if you want, but you don't have to, and leave it on 5 seconds. And go to fusion. I have to use this on-screen keyboard because I'm paralyzed. I can't use my hands and arms. That's why it's up there in the way. Click away right about here. Shift space and S text. And shift space and extrude. And get a 3D merge, camera, and render. Plug it into the media out and it should be in viewer 2. Select the text node, put the text you're liking in. Pick your font and everything now. We are going to make a macro at the end. And I will leave a free preset in the description below. Then select the camera node. Go to transform. Select use target. And rotate the Z axis to the right until you see your text. Set the size to your liking. Select the render node. Go to render type. Change it from software to hardware. Enable lighting and shadows. And now you'll see we have no light in viewer 2. Select the merge. Shift space and directional light. And you'll see now we have light. Put the merge in viewer 1. And select the directional light node. Go to transform. Select use target. Same thing, rotate the Z. You look in viewer 1, I'm going to bring the light back to about where the camera is. And raise it up a little bit. I don't have a middle mouse wheel move around the screen like you guys do on my controller. That's why I'm using this drop down menu, in case you're wondering. There's a little light switch up here. Sometimes makes it easier to see if you turn it on or off. Right now we have flat text. We're going to make this 3D text, add some excursion to it. With the extrude node selected, up here at the excursion depth, I'm going to go 0.012. Take the subdivisions all the way up. And smoothing angle all the way up. Then go to custom. If you happen to screw this up, don't worry. Right click on the box and reset. Highlight the bottom corners and straighten the handles out. Then highlight both the top ones. Hit F on the keyboard. And grab these handles and pull them straight out. And for now, we'll go back to classic. So it's closed in the inspector. Let's select the extrude again. The anchor point is towards the back, so we're going to move it to the middle. Go back to the transform, go to pivot, and then go 0.006, half of what the extrude was at 0.012. And I like to close that so I don't screw it up. Now go up here under Effects, Templates, go to Fusion, Shaders, and get a cool metal. Plug it into the green input of the extrude. We want to make the specular color as close to this color or the diffuse color as possible. Don't have to be perfect. And then you'll see if you rotate this dummy wheel, your color will change on the text. You get a better view, go back to viewer 1. And if you hit these 3 dots, and you can turn the checker underlay off. And now you can see it much better. Okay, right click right here. Go to Modify Width, Perturb. And we'll give it a play. And you can watch the dummy wheel swinging around. You want it to be able to make it go at least all the way around. Go to the modifier. Under Strength, go 1.5. Go back to Tools. And we'll watch the dummy wheel and see if it's making it all the colors it is. So that would be your bare minimum setting. The rest of them you can play with and set them to your liking. They're going to be in the macro anyhow. Okay, we'll make the macro now. Click away, make sure nothing's selected. Hold the control button down. Select these in the order that I do. Hit A on the keyboard. Keep the control button down. Deselect the media out. Right click in any one of the other nodes. Go to macro. Create macro. Give it a name. Random color text tutorial, I named mine. And follow along. Directional light. And perturb. Go to File. Save as group. It takes you to macros. Go to Fusion instead. Go to Templates. Edit. Titles. Here is where you're going to want to make your folder, put your preset in. Once again, don't name it exactly the same, or Resolve won't recognize it. Hit save, and we'll go look for it. If you click on it, you'll see you have everything over in the inspector. You want to make it custom. I'll let you guys figure the controls out. Easy enough. You want to make it custom. Add a little bevel width to it. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.